Okay, so the main event of night one was Donnelly and Phoenix Rysing, two storied names in AWE. For those who are unfamiliar with Donnelly, in the late 90s was kind of like a hybrid in the XS era, where he was kind of, I don't know, part Austin, part Rock. He was the main guy. He was aggressive and he was witty and sarcastic. He was the top guy for a number of years until he got injured, and then he came back. Phoenix Rising rose in 2012, and by 2014 he was world champion, and he was like the next big guy, supposedly, in the same way that WWE used Roman Reigns. This was going to be the next guy, and unfortunately, he didn't connect quite as well as they thought at times, and he was a three-time champion, and he got allured away by television because he has a good luck, and Donnelly also went to television. So these two have been out of the ring for a little while. Donnelly only coming back for MuscleMania events. And there was a tag match at Mania 29 where Donnelly and Phoenix teamed up, and they were taking on a Rogue Soldier and Serious Pain. Serious Pain and Rogue Soldier being the former stablemates of Phoenix Rising when they were the Pyramid, all the way back in like 2012. The ending of that match, which set up this one, was where Donnelly turned on Rising, DDT'd him, left him to eat the pinfall, and they lost the tag match, and the Pyramid mates were very happy, while Phoenix Rising was upset. He was terribly upset, and he demanded revenge. And Donnelly said, well, I've retired. I've no need to get back in the ring. And so, months and months of online petitions, we've had promos, we've had face-offs where Phoenix has come down and he's got right in Donnelly's face on studios, and finally Donnelly accepts the challenge. So we have this match tonight, MuscleMania 30, main event of night one, Donnelly and Phoenix. What did you think? Well, it was absolutely, it was a spectacle. You had two guys. You have Doc, who, and he's 50. He doesn't look 50, but he's 50. He's looked after himself. Saying that he's got problems with his knees and stuff. He just really knows how to work a crowd. And then, he had a big entrance. The fans enjoyed that. Even though he's the heel here, they still love him. He's got swagger. He's definitely got swagger. And then Phoenix comes out, and there's a mixed reaction there. Oh, for sure. I mean, there's a mixed reaction because there were guys that feel that he kind of got the Roman Reigns treatment in WWE, where he was kind of being forced down their throat. He was perhaps a better wrestler than Roman, but absolutely, he did have difficulties being the main man. It didn't instantly click. It took a little bit of a while, but then I feel like they accepted him sooner than the fans accepted Roman. So there's that, and and then he's obviously carried himself enough for television. Phoenix he's a big guy. He's a big dude. He comes down. He is with Rogue Soldier. They've made up now, conveniently. So he's in this corner. Patty is in the corner. Prince G actually is in the corner Donnelly. So, these two start having a match, and it's lots of histrionics. There's some suplexes. There's lots of going to the outside. There's stalling tactics. Phoenix is peppering him with moves. Donnelly moves out, slows things down. In a way, it reminded me of the kind of Hogan approach to things. It still worked. He didn't do a lot of moves. He is 50, but he did take some punishment, and dish them out. It was what it was. It was not a kind of technical wrestling match. It was a fight. It was the more entertainment than sports in it, and they really got the crowd into it for a night one main event. That was fantastic. Yeah, I mean, I did enjoy it. It wasn't a technical masterpiece, but you were never going to get that with these two. Oh yeah. I mean, it's not their style. There's a lot of showmanship to wrestling and that's why some of the technical wrestlers don't get over with fans, is because they're actually seen as quite boring. Like, they're very skillful, but you need that charisma, you need that energy, you need that it factor for it to take off, and not everybody's got it. But these two, and the two are in the ring. It was enhanced by Prince G, who, a long-time adversary, and Road Soldier, who fans don't get to see very often. Yeah, that was well put together. Yeah, absolutely. And Donnelly hits the OD, and you think he might actually get the victory. Especially outside. Donnelly actually did a flip to the outside, which was unexpected. Oh yeah, I mean, he's gonna put a few things in. He said this was likely to be his last match, and in that regard, he wanted to go out with a fine performance, and he did. Yeah, he came out with this. It was one like his last dance, and he really put on a show, and Phoenix Rysing matched him, and finally, he gets the pinfall. Donnelly took the pinfall to pass over the legacy, which is strange because Phoenix isn't going to be around. He's going to be on the TV. He's going to be on the television. That, maybe it could have been reserved for someone else, but they wanted, for MuscleMania 30, they wanted this big event between these two stars. They've got it. Phoenix wins. He gets revenge for last year. He can celebrate, and the fans were like, yeah, this is good. But maybe the bigger story here is not about Phoenix. Well, yeah, I think the ending of the story is the fact that, this is likely Donnelly's last match. He'd already said he was retired before, so this was kind of coming out of retirement for one time only, for this big ending for the 30th MuscleMania. So I think that's it. I think he's done. Well, the fans certainly seem to think so, and they were saying, thank you, Doc. Donnelly rules. All those chants were going around at the end as he walked off. It was a good ending to night one. Definitely, it was a good ending.